Hello everyone, welcome to the third session of Python programming. So today in this session we will be discussing some of the problems. The problems that we discussed today will be so helpful because the concepts that we have discussed in previous two sessions, problems will be discussed in this session. So I will be discussing a little amount of 4 to 5 problems on the concepts that we have discussed, and I will be explaining line to line code and how is this code is executing and how we are going to solve problems. So before starting to solve any problem, one thing is major for any problem that we are going to solve. First of all, we need to break the given problem into small chunks. Okay, so first of all, if we break those problem into small chunks, it will be very easy for anyone to solve any problem. So this is how a software company is also going to work, because a whole software will not be given to anyone, right? So a single person is not going to build a whole software. So they will be dividing the whole software into small modules and small chunks. So a software employee will build a little amount of code and software for a software. So after building a chunks of all that software, they will mix up and makes a software. So this is how a software industry is going to work. So I will be discussing some of the basic and easy to medium problems. At last of this session, we will also build a small game using this Python programming. So first of all, let's enter into the first problem of today. So I will be So today the first problem is write a Python program that takes a student's score as input. So first of all, we need to give an input. So it's a student score, and write out their corresponding letter grade according to the following grading scale. So if the given input is in between 90 to 100, the student's grade should be printed A. So accordingly, the grades are also given. So we will write the Python code for that. So first of all, we need to take the score that was scored by the student, right? So we will take, and it will be stored into a variable like student score. And we will store it in this variable. After storing this, the conditions they have given was the value that is in between these 90 to 100, it needs to print A, and if the value is in between 80 to 89, it needs to print B. So we need to use conditions here. So if student score is in between 90 to 100, so student score should be greater than 90, and also it should be less than 100. So it should be greater than or equal to 90. And student score should also be less than 100. So if this condition satisfies, it needs to print student's grade, right? Student grade of step. So we will write an if statement. Here we will write another condition where it should be in between 80 to 89. So just copy the above code. So in other condition, what they have given was it should be in between 80 to 89. If the score is in between 80 to 89, we need to return B in the output. So it should be greater than 80, and also it should be less than 90, right? So we have already written it should be equal to 90. So we need to write less than 90. So we need to print the same output, but with the grade B. Like this, we need to write the elif statements for other two. So if the student score is greater than 70 and less than 80, we need to print the grade is C. 70 and less than 80, we need to print C. And if the student score is above 60 and below 70, we need to print student scored the grade D. And if this all conditions were not satisfied, the students should be scored less than all of these score. So it should print student is failed. So this is how we will be writing the code. So for now we will test this code. So now if I enter 55. So if you can observe, this 55 will be stored into this variable. So 55 will be stored into the student score. So it will go to the next line. So in the next line, it will check if student score is greater than 90. So we have entered 55. So 55 is greater than 90. So now it will return false, and it will go and check on to the next condition elif, and it will check if it is greater than 80. So it will check all of these conditions. So in all conditions, it will be failed. So let us take it as 85. So if we enter 85, it will stop here. So in the fifth line, if you can observe, student score is greater than 80. So 85 is greater than 80 and student score is less than 90. So 85 is less than 90 and greater than 80. So it will return print student achieved a grade of B. See, student achieved a grade of B. So likewise, if we can enter 90 and if we can run, student achieved a grade of A. Likewise, if we enter 55, student is failed. So this is how we will be solving problems in Python. So now let's enter into the next problem of Python. Write a Python program that takes a year as input and determines whether it is a leap year or not. A leap year is either divisible by 4 but not divisible by 100 or divisible by 400. So we need to check whether the given year is a leap year or not. So they have already given the logic for this leap year. So if a certain year is called as a leap year, that leap year number should be divisible by 4 and it should not divisible by 100. Okay, so if a leap year is divisible by 100, so it is not a leap year. But if it is divisible by 4 and it should be it should not divisible by 100. So if these two conditions were not satisfied, it will return it's a not a leap year. And in another condition, they have given OR condition, where if the leap year is divisible by 400, then it is also a leap year. So let us check. So for example, we need to take a leap year, right? So leap year. Let's take a variable leap year and we will take the input from the user. So this is how we will take input and we will check the conditions. So we will write this condition if the given input is divisible by 4. So if leap year %4 divisible by 4, it should return 0, right? So modulus 4, if it double equals to 0, then it is divisible by 4. And it should not be divisible by 100, right? So leap year %100 not equal to 0. So this is the condition, or divisible by 400. So leap year %400 double equal to 0. So if these all conditions were satisfied, then the given year is a leap year. So we will print the given year is an leap year, else print it's not an leap year. So this is how we will be writing code. So now we will enter. So as you all know, the current year that we are in is a leap year, right? So 2024 is a leap year. So let's check the year that we are in right now. 2024 is the year that we are living. See, the given year is a leap year. So 2024 is a leap year. So if we go 4 years back, for example, 2000, the given year is also a leap year. So this is how we will check whether the given year is a leap year. So this is how we will be writing program, and also we will be solving the problems in Python. So these are some of the problems that we will be discussed. So now let us check some of the basic problems. For example, we need to check if the given number is an even or odd number. It's so simple. So for example, we will take input from the user, and we will write if condition. If the given number is divisible by 2, it's an even number. If it is not divisible by 2, it's an odd number. We will write number on the side of a1. So for example, we will take 2000, even number. 2000 is an even number. For example, we will take 3. 3 is an odd number. So odd number, it will print odd number. So this is how we will be solving problems. So we will see some other problems. For example, we need to calculate the sum of digits that we have entered. For example, a equal to info 20 1 2 3 4. So for example, the number that I have given was 1 2 3 4. So we need to add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So we need to add 1 2 3 4. So 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 2 9, and plus 1 10. So this is how we need to do. So whenever the user given 1 2 3 4, we need to add every character of the given string, and we need to print it in the output. So now we will solve this problem. So in order to solve this problem, first of all, we need to take input from the user in a string. So the default data type when it is taken from the user was string data type. So let us go into that. For example, I will take the given number and it will be stored into A. And I need to add 1 2 3 4 it. I will take sum equal to 0. And I will write a loop condition for I in A, print I. So first of all, I will tell you how is this going to work. For example, I have written for I in A. So I in A is a string that is stored. So 1 2 3 4 is the string that was given by me or else by the user. So now if you run the code, it will print 1 2 3 4. And also this 1 2 3 4 is in the string data type. It is not in integer data type. So for example, I have given say shoe, and if I run, it will return SCSHU. So what is happening at here is, for example, here the string that was given, yes, this all string will be stored into the variable A, right? So whenever this loop was gone through this, S will be stored into the I variable, and we will print the I variable. So this is how the first character from the given string will be printed, and we will see the output as S. And in the second iteration, it will take E, and in the third iteration, it will take S, H, U. And this is how the iterations will be going on in the string data type. So this is how I am going to solve now. So let us take 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you run this, we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So I will take a default sum equal to 0. And I will write here sum equal to sum plus int of I. So I have written int because for I in A, it will take characters from the string, right? So we need to convert the 1, 2, 3, 4 into an integer, and I need to add 1 by 1. So what is going to happen at here is, initially we have initialized sum equal to 0, and it will take sum equal to 0 plus int of I. Int of I in I is a character from the string A. So what we have given in the string character 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So here 1 will be gone through here, and at the default sum is equal to 0. It will take 0 plus int of I. So it will change the characters into a integer. So 1 is in the string data type. So now it will change it into an integer. So 1 plus 0, 1, and it will store it into sum. So in the second iteration, again it will change 2 into an integer, and it will add up to the previous sum that we have added. So this will be going on until the end of iteration. So this is how we will be solving. So after completion of every iteration, we will end up the loop conditions from the for, and we will print sum, and we got the output as 10. For example, we will take it as 55, and also we will get it as 10. For example, 53, 8, 153, 5 plus 1, 4, 6, 6 plus 3 is 9. So this is how we will be solving problems in Python. For example, I will enter 169, 16. So this is how I will be solving problems in Python. So now let us see some other examples, like for example, if the given number is a prime number or not. So this is one of the basic problem that we need to solve. We will take an input from the user, and that needs to be an integer, right? Because we need to check whether the given number is a prime number. So it should be an integer, right? Let us take 5. 5 is a prime number. So let us take it in that way. So this is how we will be going to solve. So the given number is 5. So yes, the given A, we'll write a loop condition for I in range of 1, a plus 1. I will explain why I have written this range from 1, a plus 1, and I will check if I percentage a double equal to 0. It has satisfied. Count it very thin. Count this one. Often this count is greater than 2, 8, not a prime number. Read it. Else print it's an prime number. So we need to declare count as default equal to 0. 5. It's an prime number. For example, if I take 7. 7 is a prime number. 8. It is a prime number? No, right? So it will return not a prime number. So how I have written this by prime number coding is, see that I have written initially I have declared a variable here where it will store the user input that was given. So initially 7 will be there. So first of all, we need to know that the main logic of prime number was whenever we will divisible by n numbers. For example, I have taken 5. So the factors for 5 is no, only 2, right? One is the factor of 5, and 5 is itself is the factor of 5. So only 2 factors will be there for any prime number. For example, if you take 7 or 11, the prime numbers will have only 2 factors. So for any number that has more than 2 factors is not considered as a prime number. So this is what I have taken. So here I have written a loop for. So here I have taken range from 1 to a plus 1. So it will check for every number for 1 to 5 numbers. For example, I have taken 5, right? So it will take from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it will check the divisibility of 5 from 1 to 5. So it will check 5 divisible by 1, 5 divisible by 2, 5 divisible by 3, and it will check up to 5 numbers. So for example, I have written 12. The end number for 12 factors was 12. For example, I have taken 33. So it needs to check until 33 numbers. So it will check how many factors that I have gone through these 33 numbers. So it will check from 1 to 5, and it will check the factors from 1 to 5, and it will be divisible by every number that was iterated into this for loop. So if it gets count greater than 2, so it is nothing but like a factor. If factor is greater than 2, so for example, we know that for a prime number, if for a prime number we need to have only 2 as factors, right? So if I get 2 factors, it's a prime number. For example, if I get 3 factors for a number, then it is not a prime number. So this is how we will check prime number program. So at last we will see a game. So now we will create a game in this Python program. So we will build that game in Python IDLE. So, and I will also explain you how this IDLE of Python is going to be used. So first of all, in order to install this Python IDLE, go to Python IDLE installation. So you will see here download Python. So once if you go and download Python, it will automatically download here. So once you download this, and if you could install that, you will directly get this IDLE. So once you open here, this is the interface that we are going to see in Python IDLE. Now open a new file. So here is the code that we will be writing here, and after completion of this code, we will save the code and we will run the code. So for run, we will be having F5 as a shortcut. For saving the code, we will be having Ctrl+S. This is how Python IDLE is going to work. Now we will write a game for Python. So this is a game called number guessing number. So what they have given us, write a program that generates a random number between 1 and 100 and ask the user to guess the number. Provide hints if the guess is too high or too low, and keep track of the number of attempts until the user guesses correctly. So I will be creating a mini game, and this will be helpful for your a mini project and also for your concept building. So I will be writing input random. Neglect this import random and whatever that I have written. Just see the logic that was written by me. Import random, guessing number equal to random dot random. It should be in between 1 to 100, right? Attempt should be equal to 0. and we need to write the code for the iterations, right? So we will write a while loop, and here we will check the guessing number. End of input, enter a number from 1 to 100, and we will give space to enter the input. After entering, we will increase the attempts. So here we will check the conditions. If guessing, so we have already ran a guessing, or else we need hidden number. If hidden number double equals to guessing number, we need to print the given number is guessed correctly in attempts. So we have written here, and we will write an if statement. If the hidden number, the same number, is greater than hidden number. No need to worry, I will explain every line of the code that I have written, and it will be a fun game, and even you can also try it with your friends. Print the number was too high. End it. You are done. So we'll get directly write by us. Print the number was too low. So here I have written. So and also I will write here break even so that it will be getting out of this while loop. Now okay. So first of all we need to save this file, right? So I will save this file into the desktop. Guessing number again. And I will run this program. So there is an error. So first of all we need to close properly there. Okay, the best there. So they have asked enter a number from. So I have written, and I will run this setting, and I will go into list. Then and I will run this and that. Okay. So now if you could see, we have whenever I run the program, it will show enter a number from 1 to 100. So whenever it shows a number from 1 to 100, for example, I will enter 55. So it shows that the number was too high, and it says that enter a number from 1 to 100 again. It is asking that the number that we have entered was too high. So I will decrease the number that I have written. For example, I will take 45. It is also too high, so again I will be decreasing it, and it is also saying that it is too high, so I will again decrease it into 25. Oh, it's also too high, and it is also too high. Okay, I will take it as 5. 5 is too low. So if you can see, the number was too high and the number was too low. So the number should be in between 10 and 5. For example, I take 6, 7, 8, 9. See, 9 is the random number that was generated. So I have guessed the correct number in how many attempts? 11 attempts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is how the game is going to work. So what is happening here was, this import random is a kind of a module where it will generate randomly from 1 to 100. So in order to use this module, we will use random.randint from 1 to 100. So it will automatically generate the numbers from 1 to 100, and it will be stored into hidden number. For example, I have if I write print hidden number, and if I save it and if I run that, so it is showing that the random generated number is 70. So now if I enter 60, it will say the number was too low. So now if I enter a number above 70, it will say the number was too high. So now if I enter the correct number 70, it will say the given number is guessed correctly in 3 attempts, because we have used only 3 times. So this is how we will be doing this game. So what is actually happening here is, we have written import random. So in this module we will generate random numbers, and it will be stored into this hidden number. For example, we have seen here 9 is the randomly generated number, and it will be stored into the hidden number. So 70 is the randomly generated number. Whenever we run the code, it will automatically random from 1 to 100. And why I have written here attempt equal to 0. For every attempt I have gained, it will add +1 to the attempt. So after achieving the guess number and hidden number, in the if condition, I have concatenated the attempts so that it will display here. So this is how the program is going to work in Python. So I hope everyone understood well this game, and also try this game on your own. And we will discuss some other problems, and we will go to some more concepts in next session. I hope everyone understood well, and if you have any other doubts, ask me on Tuesday, because Monday is holy. Thank you guys for